Right then. Question number 1.
College punk, what do we tune to?
E flat.
Not C.
Not C.
Never mind the flange. Here's the auto wall.
How you doing, pal? Mind if I bother you? Me bird buggered off in a BMW.
To look like you're going to rob someone.
Yeah.
And it's normal. I mean, literally.
Power to the people.
Yeah, man, yeah. I decided to tip the fucker off. We're back in play.
Yeah, so I got a message. It was about a charity gig for mental health. It's like my sister. She works for this station that we're promoting, putting on this gig. It's obviously something that, even if it hasn't affected one of the band personally, mental health is obviously, you know, through family, friends, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So it was something close to all of us that we'd want to go and do and help actually support that particular thing. But on top of that, it was an excuse just to make some more noise again.
Back in 2018, I think it was around, I don't know, towards the end of summer, Si informed me that his sister had started working for a radio station, and they were doing planning a charity gig at a skate park. So they thought, well, we could do a skate punk band to play it, why not? So seeing as Jifnotcif was pretty much the only band that Si's sister thought of, Si was contacted, I was contacted, and I've got to say I didn't hesitate really. As soon as I was asked, I was like, yeah, go on, let's do it.
Yeah, well, can't remember if it was who texted me now with the silent link, and I said, yeah, there was a charity gig going at a skate park, did we want to play? I thought, yeah, go on, I haven't picked up my guitar in 10 years or more, so yeah, quite excited. And then when we got back into the rehearsal rooms, you know, just went together, and I was just like, yeah, excited. Then we played the gig, and then I thought, yeah, man, wouldn't mind giving it another crack. So here we are.
Well, I had a message off Ning saying, answer your fucking phone, you deaf bastard. Jiff will be forward for one gig. Right.
I'd been to Benidorm like the week before. It was planned like months in advance, even before the gig was arranged, so there was nothing I could really do. Not that I didn't want to go. Fucking had a great week. The missus got really, like within like 4 days she got Benidorm out and she was dying. I still went out. And then because there was like a hurricane, some God knows what else issue, we were like really delayed coming back. Woke up the morning of it feeling like death. I hadn't slept. I'd been like throwing up on the motorway the night before. I was absolutely dying, but it turned out really positive. That gig, that gig was really good. It was just jumping into the foam pit. Yeah, that was nice to lie in there for a little bit, to be fair. But now it was really good, and again supporting a really good charity.
So we got the one-off gig at the skate park out the way, and then pretty much straight away we was offered a gig at the Hells Angels on the bonfire night. So like we had a meeting, and it's like, well, what do we do? Like, I mean, you know, do we give it another crack, or do we just say, look, it's just a one-off? and well, I was itching to start playing again.
That's when we proper decided we was getting back together, and I can remember it was a really good meeting, and there was a lot of strict rules, and since then things have been going really well.
Yeah, it was like a Game of Thrones start. I don't even watch that shit, but I know that they have these big gatherings. Yeah, it was around mine. We nailed it out. We had a piece of paper. We had a minutes taker. Les even came. Nice. I think he had 3 cups of tea, 4 bourbon biscuits, and a pack of ice gems. I think, yeah. So that was kind of his. That was his takeaway. But no, we ironed it out. We got it. So that we've got a band. We had a meeting. We've got a plan.
At this point, we'd established who was in the band, and we'd also put in place our substitute bass player, Al. He was in place. Did you know fact that Jif has actually got an extra bass player? So I thought, right, if we're doing it this time, it's already sounding better and everything than what it did before. So this time, stuff's got to be sorted and sorted proper. That was it. It was almost at the stage where I had contracts written out for everyone, but no. It was decided as well at that meeting that it's a complete 4-way split with Jif. No matter who writes any songs, lyrics, whatever, equal split. Yeah, nobody's better than anybody else in Jif, and that's the rules.
Oh, the Hells Angels gig. Well, I can remember catching the bus up with Ning and Sight, having a few beers on the way. We got there, it was rammed, and the gig was brilliant, and we went down really well.
How you doing, mate? All right? Yeah, so, you know, when you do your video on my 2-point rule, be kind, will you? I've already admitted that I was wrong and I apologise. Be kind.
Well, Scotty just texted me about half an hour ago, and he says, I'll give you another 2-point rule, and I just sent him a message back saying, are you sure about that? Because one of them places, like, I had
I'm here now.
Yeah, the gig was alright. Apart from Ning, which brings me on to the subject of the infamous 2-point rule. It's not actually a 2-point rule. It has been extended to 3 points, and maybe a 4th while he's up on stage. See, the thing with Ning is he thinks he can play guitar when he's pissed, and he fucking can't. He's shocking. So yeah, we had words, stone words, and he won't do it again. He knows what will happen if he does it again. I'm not going to discuss it with you, but he knows. So, and to everyone who thinks it's funny to give him drinks before and whilst he's on stage, it's not funny.
Alright, about talking 20 hours. It's going to get time.
Right, the last gig we did was a week before we dropped into the first lockdown at Katie Fitzgerald's, and it was a week before all the pubs shut and all that. We played with John's band, Screaming Wolves, and it was a brilliant show. It went down really well, and it was a good show to end on before we did the lockdown.
It was brilliant because it was the weeks leading up to the whole pandemic kicking off. A lot of uncertainty was there, especially like the week coming up to it. We were like, are we going to be playing it? Are we not going to be playing it? Is the pub going to be open? It's going to be shut. And there was nothing solid set. The pub was like, yep, gig goes ahead. All the bands were like, yep, we'll be there. And people bought tickets and they were there. Pretty much all the bands showed up. Room full, absolutely amazing gig. But yeah, it was very strange. I remember going, after we'd set all the stuff up, we had a bit of time. And I remember going, just having a walk up the road with Justin from Screaming Wolves, and we were in McDonald's sat up the top looking out onto Stourbridge, which was pretty much a ghost town. So we knew something was, something was going to happen. And then the week later, it did.
Really looking forward to that one. We've done a really good one with the skate park, and then we've done the Hells Angels one, which was fantastic. Then we did, we did the one in Stourbridge, and then we did the one Dudley. It was the Dudley that was the last one, wasn't it?
Stourbridge.
Was it the Stourbridge? Yes, it was. It was the Stourbridge one that was the last one. That was with one of our good friends, John from Ferocious Dog, and his side project Screaming Wolves. There was that really good. They were like a reggae band, weren't they? They were really good. They were fantastic. Really enjoyed them. And that girl, that like solo acoustic girl, I think she opened the day up. Jess. Yeah. Shout out to Jess. She was really fantastic. But no, it was almost like people knew, because it was like you wouldn't normally get like a place packed out on a Sunday, but it was like people knew it was going to be the last time they were going to get to go out and have fun for a long time. I think if you could just bottle that feeling of that night, sell it now, you're a millionaire.
It's going to be fucking great. We're nearly there. How far away? Are we nearly there yet? 11 minutes. Yeah, man.
This was the best night in the world ever for Jifnotcif, because I'm home, I'm safe, and I'm stood here with a Jifnotcif sticker attached to my head. There's the fucking 3-point rule off. I promise I won't get this pissed ever again at a Jif gig. Apart from that, I'll have as many points as I need to.
Just to let you know that I'm ill. I haven't got corona, but I am ill.
Got the whole of the Wolfram Centre to myself. Hello, is anybody there?
What did I do in lockdown? Basically, I got pissed a lot. I went on a bike ride. Babysitting. 2, 1. I'm meeting ex-members of Maiden on the cut.
Lockdown hasn't really affected me as such. I mean, I know others in the band have had a worse time of it. But for me, no, not really. The only thing that's pissed me off is I was unemployed and I wasn't getting paid 80% in furlough. But no.
It must be rough for the people without no hobbies or anything like that. It must be. To just, I mean, I had to work through the whole thing anyway, so I've got that going on. But it must be rough for people stuck at home with literally nothing to do. So yeah. But I still found the time to be quite lazy. That's the thing. solo album's going to be finished end of November, and Jif stuff is all done now. So much stuff in the pipeline, we're just waiting to be able to play again and get back to normal. So come on, Bozza, hurry up!
Yeah, it was because we'd kind of come to a critical point really where we'd done like the comeback gigs and this was going to be like the key year. We were going to get it written, we were going to get it, perfected, and but not to say that we didn't obviously still achieve what we wanted to achieve. I think it was just the kind of the not knowingness of it, and it was just like the extra restrictions, which of course you understand things have to be done. And the place, it was more we felt sorry for like the studios. We felt sorry for those guys, the ones that they provide a good service to the people every week, from the kids starting out to bands coming back constantly every week, touring, gigging. But it was them guys we felt sorry for more so, because we understood that really we've got things to fall back on. We're not in a position where we play for a living. We fall back on things that do these guys. It's their bread and butter, and I think that goes for a lot of the like these big bands that you perceive, that you see, that you'll go to like the Academy, or you'll go to the Civic, or you'll go to the what you perceive big venues, and you just naturally assume a lot of these guys are living on bank, just like day to day, they ain't worrying. But I think that was kind of our concern, that we can pick and choose, not through really any kind of major other issues other than the fact of work and things. But these guys, it's their living, and I think there was always a second thought for these guys that can't afford to be paying their road crew, can't afford to be paying for a lot of these administrators and things that they have hanging on and stuff like that, because again it's a knock-on effect.
Walk into the studio. Lovely greenery on this lovely summer day. Truck down the step.
Down with the COVID.
Right.
It's
Load up's done.
It's Saturday, the whatever it is, 30th,
It's the tier 2 day.
31st of October. We're about to go into tier 2. Yeah. Jifnotcif recording their EP. Yeah, fantastic.
Just arrived, studio day 1. Let's get these drums banging.
Put your mask on. Do you want to see my studio rig? What we got?
We got what snacks
I
we
mean,
got
you know what I mean?
I thought you were going to just treat me to like a
25
fish and
years,
chip special.
25 years in the business, and this is on my rider, some
meal
double
deal.
crunch. That's the size Red Bull you need.
Yeah.
Water, obviously, and I mean Jaffa cakes, and then just the
That's
topping, because obviously Jifnotcif endorse
yeah,
Starbucks coffee.
only Starbucks.
We love Starbucks
We
coffee.
like-
Please send lots of coffee for free. I will say it's great.
We like unethically traded products.
I got it off the internet because I do want to kill it.
Fair enough.
All branded up and everything.
Yeah, you gotta get yeah. Write your name, pen on it. So just that word, finished the drums, Ning's guitars, with them done. Just got word there's going to be an announcement for lockdown, so that just puts extra pressure. We've got to get this done, really, by the next 2 days. Les coming in the morning, PK coming in next week, if you can.
We're trying.
That week was a bit crazy because it was, again, is it on, is it off, is it on? It bounced around, and we had another rule change, so we went down to a different tier, so that stopped gatherings, etc. So we got literally, cut a long story short, I was on a date on the Friday night. I got the phone call that everything was on. On the Saturday morning we were there, and it was apparent by about 12 o'clock on the Saturday that we were going to get this done in 16 hours on Saturday and Sunday. And I didn't hesitate. We didn't mess around. None of us messed around, including Chris, who recorded it. We did not piss about because we haven't got the time to piss about. So that was it. just like Ghostbusters, we came, we saw, we kicked his ass.
Rolling.
Day 2 update. PK is here. He's
Yep.
got his can. He's going to
Food
fly
for
through
the
his
night.
base parts. We've done everything in like less than 2 days, isn't it?
Yep.
So this is like less than a year. It really is. So yeah, looking good for a good mix, and have it done by Wednesday.
Awesome.
Sounds good to me.
Can we just see what you're drinking there, Punk? Yesterday I was endorsing Starbucks. Now Jifnotcif approve dragon soup.
Fair enough.
Get that in a brown paper bag and get your ass down the park on the bench shouting at kids.
Here I am outside the studio, ready to do my guitar takes. A bit excited, man. It was fast paced, wasn't it? Really fast paced. Never recorded anything so quick in all my life. I think I had my guitar tracks done in an hour and a half, and the vocals took half an hour. I've never experienced anything like it. It was so quick. But don't get me wrong, I mean, if I fucked up something, the engineer would say, well, that shit, do it again. Yeah, and it's come together really good. It's brilliant.
Just having an official union break.
Yep.
He's allowed one. He's done 3 tunes. He's only got 2 more to do. If how do you feel it's going, Punk?
It's going alright, to be fair.
I mean, I think the new Jif tunes are fucking great. I mean, really good. I mean, you've got your likes of Blondie and Stab. That's like Jif of old, but then, you know, especially with Deny Everything, it's a whole new, different route, man. I mean, you've got that much variety in taste of music between the band. You've got PK, who's just completely balsamar. Sounding like a bit of everything, and I like my music a bit heavier. So put all that together, and we've got the new Jif, and it's fucking ace.
It's like a chaise long.
You look cool, I hear that. He's been asleep whilst I've had my guitar amp on at about 180 decibels, and he's managed to get some kick in. So he's happy.
Sonic reverb. Yeah.
I've never heard my guitars like called that before. It's normally shit. That's what they're called. Good.
Unless we could just, yeah, well done.
Happy.
Lockdown recording done.
Oh man, there's a lot of Deny Everything. This was kind of, my chorus on this is, you know, I think like people have mentioned like bits of like obviously Les writing the riff and the tune, which was fantastic, and you know, it's so simple in its premise, but really so fucking cleverly done. The chorus I came up with first, it was all about the premise for this one, I was given a narcissist getting the comeuppance. So you're thinking back through like the last few years and trying to pick some major people out of the headlines to kind of popularise. And of course we had the Epstein suicide. Was it? No, maybe not. Suicide scandal. I even went back to the Maxwell because I know that all ties in with the situation, and then obviously with his daughter and with the newspaper, with the blah blah blah. Listen to the song; it's an education. It's like a Wikipedia, like a punk rock Wikipedia. In about 3.5 minutes, you will every popular conspiracy. The chorus is a particular masterpiece. The rhyming, the timing, the damn tootly rhyming. It's amazing.
The song that was going to be the first single, so to speak, off the EP. I think it was the first one that we'd got perfected. Again, it's another one from the third album that never happened. The title remained the same, the lyrics got changed, and music slightly altered, and it became an absolute classic. We started playing it at the start of the year, and it was a solid tune. We played it live a few times as well this year, and it was already being met with open arms. So yeah, top tune.
I'm not going to take any credit or praise for this. This was Ning's. Talk to him.
My masterpiece, my work of art. I played this song to a friend earlier, and I claimed it as my best work. I think it's one of the best songs I've ever wrote. I think.
Yeah, Stab, yeah. So like, what became a common theme with this was that I was like given an assignment. I was given like a title or a premise, a thesis, if you will, maybe something like a general subject to write the lyrics about. No, obviously, really reading between the lines, Stab. It was about the knife crime. Yeah, so it was not to kind of just go down the route of just like finding a reason why. I tried to flip it on its head a little bit and kind of make it into one where it was kind of like, okay, if you're going to stab someone, where's it best to stab someone? Because like, really, it seems like that's the best possible solution we can come up with at the moment, is avoiding the major outcome.
And the consequences
And the
of
consequences.
it, you also wrote about.
Yeah, and what will happen to you.
Year-old song. It's probably about 16 years old, that song is now. On the album, on the third Jif album, that never actually got recorded, was probably going to be the first track on it, the opening track, and it ends up being the finale. But yeah, lyrics changed by side, which was brilliant. Yeah, for a song that was going to open an album, it now closes an EP.
I've had a couple of listening parties to it, and it sounds absolutely great. I'm over the moon with it.
Yeah, 16 years in the making. Yeah, tune. I love the I've written it to have the back and forth lyrics. I think this probably was written like lyric wise, music wise really. But yeah, this was written lyric wise. I think before the premise idea came in, but it was kind of always going to be the case that we knew what this one, and it was to do it all again, and it was the kind of the focal point of, yeah, are we going to actually do this all again? Yeah, we are. So here you go.
Jif are just going to go full on. As soon as we get the go ahead to do what we do, then that's it. We're up for it. We've got to try and turn a crappy year into a good year next year. It's there's no point trying to forget about what's happened. What's happened will never leave our minds or whatever. But if we can get back to a certain sense of normality next year, yeah, who knows? I think we're just going to do as many gigs as we can, write some new stuff, and if all goes well, we might start entertaining the idea of actually doing an album. But you're not going to see that until 2022.
Every day, every week, a new face so that I can get some people's hits. Turn to speed, at 65 I will be a morning I'll get 10 kids. Then he got it fucking easy and he don't realise you're fine.
Nice private meetings, once or twice a week. I'll go running, he follows me on his bike, and we put the world to rights. So yeah, I've had some very funny chats with PK.
What do you think about Leslie's job delivering shit loos?
Les has had the worst luck out of all of us this year. There's no two ways about it. I know it's become a competition to see who's been shit on by COVID the most, but I think Jif, Les definitely wins that title. Even though PK is the king of furlough, Les has had it hard. So fair play to him. It's worked out, and just the irony of Les delivers bogs, just brilliant.
And you rescued one.
I know, yeah, he delivered one to our street, and they were up in arms in the local neighbourhood group, trying to report it to the police that a bunch of kids had pushed it over. So I did the neighbourly thing, went and pushed it back up on its top. Brilliant.